Hi, this is Michael, and this is my review of the brand spanking new Keurig K-Mini brewer. This thing is pretty cool, and the reason I like it is because we have a guest room in our house with a separate bath, and we are going to put this right in the bathroom so that our guests can have a cup of coffee as soon as they wake up, just like the owners. And it's fairly compact. It brews a single cup of coffee at a time. So let me give you the specifics here. It stands 12 inches tall. It's 4.5 inches wide. It has a 27-inch cord on it with a 3-prong grounded plug, and it stores conveniently inside the machine when not in use or when you need to transport it somewhere. So I'm going to plug it in right now. The cord is purposefully a little on the short side just because that's how electric appliances are these days. They don't want you stringing this thing all over the place. Now, it's very simple to operate this. First of all, it does have one nice feature. It does have a removable drip tray, so you can take this out and wash it if necessary. And that's very easy. It also gives you a little extra height here for a travel mug. However, in my case, my travel mug, this one right here, it fits in here without having to remove this. But if yours is even taller, then you can remove this and get about another inch or so. 6.5 inch, 7.25 inches. So if your travel mug is taller than 7.25, you either better get a different travel mug or a different coffee brewer. All right, so how does this work? Very simply, on the top of the brewer, there is an on-off button, and there is a water reservoir here which holds up to 12 ounces of water. You don't want to put any less than 6 ounces of water in. That's the minimum, and you can put a maximum of 12 ounces. So I just have a measuring cup here. This is the hardest part, is actually pouring water into this thing without having it pour all over your counter. I tried pouring it from one of my coffee mugs that I use frequently, and water was just pouring all over the place. So you might want to get a spout, a measuring cup, or some kind of a pouring device that has a little spout on it, just so you make sure that you get it in there instead of everywhere else but in there. So once you have your water in there, if this is your very first time for operating this, they do have you go through a cleansing process where you basically just run the water through the machine once using 8 ounces of water, as I've just done. Don't put any K-cup in it though. You just turn this on, and then you open the lid, and then you close the lid, and it'll automatically go through its cleansing cycle. You also may be wondering whether you can use these reusable K-cups instead of the disposable ones. And as far as I can tell, the answer is no, because this is what I normally use in my other Keurig machine, and it just doesn't seem to fit in here properly. So I'm sure enterprising people are going to come out with the reusable K-cups to fit this particular model, but the older original style ones do not seem to work. So I'm just drop a K-cup in there, snap this back down, put my cup under there. Now there's a pulsating blue light on the top, and when that stops pulsing, that means it's heated and at temperature. This is the brewing button, so you push that button, and then it draws the water in, it heats it, and it does take about 2 minutes to 2 minutes 15 seconds to brew that cup of coffee. I measured the temperature as best I could, and as far as I can tell, it comes out at about 180 degrees. It was certainly very hot, almost too hot for me to drink right off the bat unless you just really sip it out very slowly. So it does come out good and hot, no problem there. Overall, I mean, this is what it is. It's a single cup of brewer. If you're having a party, obviously this is not the kind of thing you want to have. But just for a quick cup of coffee, like where we're going to use it in our bathroom for our guest room, or any place that you just want to have a single cup of coffee throughout the day or whatever, it's really cool. Very basic operation. There's no settings you have to worry about. The only thing you have to do is clean it every once in a while, and the instruction book tells you all about how to do that. So I give it a thumbs up. I'm not a huge Keurig fan. I'd much rather use my espresso machine or a pour over or whatever, but if you're just looking for the ultimate in convenience in a fairly easy way to do it, the Keurig is great. So that's about it. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. I'll answer it if I can. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and as soon as that finishes brewing, I'm going to take a coffee break.